What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Johnny5 Live here, and we're back with some more Rogue Stormers, and in this episode we are going to be reviewing Stabbygale. I absolutely love this character. There's a lot of pros and cons with this one, though. So let's look on the left side. She has a shotgun, high damage, scatter shot. She has her special ability is Ripsaw, activated ability that hooks enemies and pulls them in. Her passives are in your face, explosion on hit. So when she gets hit, she goes kaboom. She has plus 10% max HP, 20% movement speed, and 500 gold. So she is a quick, nimble character with a shotgun. So these are the perks that I got for her. Your primary attack has 3% higher fire rate, which is great. Hopefully I can get more of those. This one I've upgraded 4 times, so she's got 12% movement speed increased on top of her 20, so that's 32, and if I get one more, that'll bring me up to 35, so she's getting really quick. Primeval Rampage, when your ability is recharging your primary weapon, deals 5% more damage. Med Addict, your healing efficiency is increased by 15%. I highly recommend getting these whenever possible. She needs a lot of healing. She takes a lot of hits. Second Aid, 10% of each health pickups also repairs your secondary weapon. And if your secondary weapon just happens to be a healing grenade, you're basically giving yourself more healing grenades. It's awesome. Layers of Grime and Gore, your maximum HP is increased by 5, and your hover time is increased by 0.3. I might actually replace this one. Let's do it, guys. Let's see what we get. Oh, I thought it would re-roll both. I've never done this before. When your ability is recharging, your hover duration is increased. Oh my god. I guess it's a better version of it. That's kind of poopy. Oh, that's how re-rolling works. Alright, let's jump into this character and check it out. So, Stabbygale. She's my absolute favorite character. I love her, and, you know, she's got a lot of pros and cons. When I first played her, to be honest, and you might have played this, if you've played this game, and you've ever played her, I say give her a chance, because at first you're going to be like, oh my god, this character's impossible. But trust me, she starts off a little bit difficult, and she has a lot of situations where she doesn't do good in, but she's the only other character that I've actually successfully beat the game with. And in fact, I beat the game with her, like I was just trying to get to know her, and I was trying to figure it out, and I lost because I thought it was difficult. Then I gave it another go, and I beat the full game first try. And this is like the second time playing her. So she wasn't fully leveled up. I just straight went through the whole game, gained a bunch of levels, and kicked some serious ass. So while you have less than 20% HP, you get a 50% ability recharge. Oh, and healing efficiency. Cool. So let's talk about her attacks. She's got this real short range, the shortest range attack out of all characters. It's super short range, but it hits like a Mack truck. And I mean, it had, like I said, she was a little bit hard to play at the beginning, because you might be thinking, well, I've seen the other characters hit harder. Presto kind of hits harder in some cases. All the characters somewhat hit harder, but if you can get real close, she can do some serious damage. Now, it's like 4 shots to kill this guy, whereas like the rocket launcher on Camille is only like 2 or 3. But when you start upgrading her, she becomes a wrecking machine. And it's just a combination of everything on her. So, look at the ability that I just used. On the top left corner, it's recharging. And look how fast it's recharging. It's the fastest recharging ability in the game. Watch this. Yoink! It can pull things to you and just destroy them. Not only can you pull things to you, but you can just like clear packs of trash. Super easy. Like just shank, it's all dead. So she's literally Stabbygale. She just blood, guts, and gore. And I have a video that I'll release right after this where I'm doing the endgame content levels 6 and 7 with her. And she's fully upgraded. I've upgraded her range, her damage, and I've got all these really crazy benefits for her. And she is the coolest character in the game when you see her. She just wrecks everything. She's a monster. She really is. So, comparing her to like other characters, she starts off really weak. You're going to be taking a lot of hits. You're going to be struggling a little bit. There's some enemies that you just can't deal with. Like, if you miss with that, you're kind of like, oh, how do I get it now? And it becomes somewhat difficult. But, you know, you just got to be patient with her, and it'll pay off. There's those sentries that stick to their roofs, and if they're too high, you actually can't hit them at all. The saw blade, it does 0 damage to them. It doesn't pull them, it doesn't do anything. There's some bosses, you'll see when I get to the boss here, the special attack does nothing to it. And I can show you on this right here. It does nothing to those sentries. So you literally have to get up and close to the things that are shooting projectiles at you, and you have to get right in their face, which is extremely dangerous. And so she's all about risk, and it makes it really fun. It's a very intense character to play, and if you can get a handle on it, it becomes really fun. And just like pulling them in and smashing them, and when she gets upgraded, it's a lot of fun here. And you can see already I'm in danger of losing. My health is real low, but I'm also talking and playing. I'm not really concentrating. I find when I'm playing this character, I have to focus the most. So she's definitely the hardest character to play in my opinion. And we got the boss right here. But she has the biggest payoff. It's that risk-reward factor. She's super fun but challenging. And when I got to the last levels with her, it became a breeze. It was like a walk in the park. So she has this like almost like a scale factor to her, where she starts off the weakest of all characters, but she ends up the strongest of all characters. So she has this huge payoff, and it's really worth it. The special ability does not work on this boss. I can barely hit this boss, and I'm basically taking hits trying to get in there because all these things are in my face. And this is the hardest boss to fight with this character. It's so painful. You really need a buddy here to take this thing out. It's just, she's absolutely the worst character on the first level, and the second level she struggles with a little bit too. But the boss fights themselves, she can get in their faces, and as long as you got enough HP, damn it! As long as you have enough HP, she can get the job done. So I did lose there. Like I said, you got to be patient with her, but it's absolutely worth it. She's my favorite character. My only complaint with her is I wish she had a double jump, because she struggles with the things that are on the roof. And if you don't have a double jump, you have to run past the mobs sometimes. So she could have really used a double jump right off the bat. And I wish her saw blade went through walls like the rocket launcher character Camille. If her saw blade went through walls and she could pull things to her, that would make it a little bit better. And that's the only thing that I would change with this character. Other than that, there's a huge payoff. Go check out the next video that I post where I do Stabbygale endgame, level 6 and 7, and I beat the final boss with her, and you'll see how awesome she really is. She's my absolute favorite character, but she's a damn struggle in the beginning. She really is hard to play. So that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this, please like, subscribe, and comment. And in the next video, we're going to be looking at El Cazador.